Libra. Welcome to your reading for March. So, hopefully the background noise is not going to be too loud or distracting. My chickens they're out doing their thing, so they are, I hear them. I'm sure you can hear them. So hopefully the background noise won't be too distracting for you. Alright, so I'm going to do an oracle reading from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. Then we're going to do a tarot reading using the Line Strider Tarot, which I will then clarify with the Kipper deck. And then if you have, and then I'm going to answer a question for you at the end using the Angel Answers Oracle deck. Now, the Angel Answers Oracle deck, I have not shuffled. So the other cards have already been pre-shuffled. I'm going to shuffle the Angel Answers at the end, hopefully to better pick up on the energies at the moment. Okay. Alright, so right now, front and center, we have Rhiannon with Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your crystal clear intentions into reality. Now, this is you in the month of March. You may feel in the month of March that, and if you're not feeling like this, start paying attention to this feeling. Or start paying attention to how things, you may say or think something, and then all of a sudden it magically appears. So if you are noticing that, then that there is a key ingredient or a key component to your ability to manifest this month. And there could also, because your challenge here is Ixchel with Medicine Woman. So there is also, keep in mind, also healing that's taken place within you. So, but because this is in challenge position, because this is in challenge position, you're going to have to be, and look, we have compassion right here. You're going to have to be patient with yourself, because there is a healing taking place within you, and it's almost like, you have to allow for this healing to occur. That healing, you may feel like there is a block when it comes to achieving your goals or manifesting something, and it's because this healing has to take place first. So I would say pay attention, because this card always makes me the lightning in this card always makes me privy to, lightning. So I don't know if there's there could pop up a lightning storm or something with lightning and thunder. That could be your significator or signifier this month that the healing has occurred. You have to also be careful with lightning, because I say that because there was this one time, and they say one time's all it takes, or at least I say that. There was this one time I heard it thunder outside, thundering, so I went outside and threw my hands up to the sky like, yeah. And when I did that, it was like in sync, perfect moment. I mean, lightning just rippled through the sky like I've never seen before. And I was like, holy shit. And I put my hands back down, and I turned right back around and walked right back in my house. And I thought to myself, oh my God, did I just do that? And, you know, I did look like the woman in this card when I did that. And the lightning looked like the lightning right here. So you are a channel for divine healing power. There is something going down for you this month that's on a healing level for you. That could be the thing that, you know, you could be waiting for this one ascension or this one piece in the puzzle to fall into play before you're able to manifest something or before you're able to take off. And it's like, you know, you're a magical person. You have this ability, but it's like you may feel like you have to wait a minute before you can achieve this. And it's like the beginning of the month, your passion and your willpower is really ready to, like this volcano, explode. But it's like you just have to wait for this one thing. You know, and I don't know what this one thing here is. It's going to be different for all of you. But it's like, you know, once this one thing right here occurs, it's like you're going to take off like a bat out of hell. So, but in the meantime, you've got to be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So be strong within yourself. Be strong within your passions. You may, and this is another reason why I feel like you've got to be patient and allow this one stepping stone to fall into place, because of like Kuan Yin here with compassion, the middle of the month. You know, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that's within everyone. So it's like there is something that you want. There's a desire here. Especially at the beginning of March. I just said May for some reason. So, you know, May could be significant. But there is this eruption, this overflowing feeling in the beginning of March about what your desires are and what you want. And it's like, the beginning of March, you're like, oh yes, I want to do this. I want to go after this. I want to be here. I want to have this, whatever. Okay, you have the ability to manifest that. But you have to go through this healing process, because there's something here on a healing level, on a deeper level, that you're having to allow. Which, you know, and allowing does take patience and practice, because that's the thing that we can be harsh or critical on ourselves and judgmental of ourselves. And then we also are, you know, can be aggravated with others. So you have to be strong within yourself during this time while you allow this healing to take place. And I feel like the more I talk about it, the more I'm going to come to it. It's like on the tip of my tongue, whatever it is, okay? Whatever this healing is, or allowing this thing to fall into place. But you end the month with Diana, focused intention. There's something here on the surface level, and maybe that's why I keep saying it's on the tip of my tongue, on the surface level, that you want. You are very well powerful and capable enough of achieving it. I think that you just need to dig deep and dig deep down within yourself and be patient as you allow this to happen. Now, if, let's say, you are, this reminds me of metamorphosis. Okay, there's something here that you want, But it's like the thing that you want here requires a different version of yourself. So you have to go along the path. You've got to follow the yellow brick road, which leads you to being that different version of yourself. So it's like, if you want to achieve this faster, then the thing that you want, okay, what kind of person does that make you having that thing? So that version of yourself, start pretending and start acting like that version of yourself. And the more you practice and the more you do that, the faster and the quicker you become that person. And then next thing you know, you've achieved the goal and your desire, and it's all about metamorphosis. So let's see. Okay. Now this makes a little bit more sense. Okay. Alright, now this makes more sense. Okay, so for you, this situation that you're in involves a past life. So there's something which could be on like a quantum physics level, like a, cellular past life that's going down. There's some type of ending and beginning for you. So the old must be released so that the new can enter. So there's some type of healing here. Gosh, here comes my daggone chicken. And maybe she's just confirming, announcing, what I'm saying here. But it's like, I'm getting drawn to the fact that, okay, so Saturn enters into Pisces this month, and Saturn is the Lord of Karma. Saturn is writing 30 years of karma, and this is going to be going on for the next 3 years, okay? So it's like, when I say, Saturn, the Lord of Karma here, writing the karma, you could not only be correcting your karma from your life right now, but you could also be correcting and clearing and restoring karma from past lives. So it's like you have to be patient with yourself and others, because it's like a train. In the train, the whole train does not stop together at one time. So, the first caboose, or the whatever that thing is, it stops. And then it's like a domino effect. You have to allow time and space for the other, cabooses or little trailers within the train to all come to a stop. So this is something that, does take time and patience. It is like a stepping stone, like you're getting there. You have to, some way, shape, or form within you, make peace with the past and allow it to end. And then also the process of releasing and shedding that, so that you then can find the space within you for what's new to start and then blossom and or bloom. So you are very sensitive this month. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. So this is like, the more you become sensitive, it's like that will be your signifier that you have had some type of completion and these old things have cleared out. So now it's like, now we have a fresh start into what's going on around you. So avoid harsh relationships and environments and situations and chemicals, because those will affect you. And you look, there's 3 like moons in this reading here. There is an eclipse in April. So, if these things aren't kind of ending and eclipsing out of your life in this month of March, they're definitely going to in April. So, here it is. Your outcome this month is cycles and rhythms with Mauve. Or Maeve, however you say her name. Honor the cycles of your body, energy level, and emotions. So this is like the ebb and flow of life. I heard Donald Trump earlier saying you got to learn to bob and weave. This month for you, I think, is about bobbing and weaving. So, you need to be bold in the things that you want, and you need to take a leap of faith this month to go after that and to put your heart's true desires into action. There are 2 cards here that are speaking of your heart's true desires. One's a question and one's an exclamation. What is it that you truly desire? And then going after what you desire. Now, going after what you desire, there's I'm getting like an important key component here. That metamorphosis thing. Because what you want and what you desire does require a different version of yourself. So it's like, how do you go through the healing process of allowing the old you to shed its skin, to shed what no longer serves you, so then that you can make room for the new, for that newer version, that different version of yourself. So I do see that here. You could dream about snakes this month. And pay attention to that, because when you start to dream about snakes, that means because snake medicine is also transmutation. So snake medicine is the shedding of one's skin. You first have to, the snake kind of sits down a minute and, it's all itchy, its skin. So if you have dry skin this month or it's itchy, know that you're shedding and releasing old ways of yourself, old versions. You've got to shed those to release them. Now, another thing with this medicine woman here, this challenge, if you know and realize that you are letting go and that you're shedding stuff, what are some things that you can do on like a shamanistic or a spiritual like ritual or some type of like practice that you can do that will help assist you in this? So it's like, there are crystals you can work with that help in that. You could, like this lady here, she's like on a river, it looks like. So are you able to go to the ocean? Can you go by a creek or a river? Something that holds healing power. Because if you're able to utilize that as a tool, then that will also help better assist you and help you assist yourself in releasing what's old so that the new can enter. But then too, there is a need here for quiet time, and I feel like that's more so toward the end of the month for you. But this quiet time that you take is necessary, because it's like at the end of the month, you shed and you release and you transmute, you transmute this energy. So at the end of this month, it's like, okay, now, and so with that comes acclamation. Because when you go through a deep transmutation, a shedding here, this metamorphosis, you have to, it's like going through an ascension. Once you go through it, you've ascended. It's like you've released and shed old shit. And it's like, there's been times where I've gone through an ascension and I have to give myself like 3 or 4 days to get acclimated to this new way of being within myself. Like, especially, there was one time where, this has been a few years ago, where I went through an ascension, and oh my gosh, for like 2 or 3 days, I was, my equilibrium was off. I had a little bit of vertigo the first day or so, just a little bit. And it's like, once that cleared, I then noticed that, man, my body was very topsy-turvy. Like, I was tripping over stuff. I was running into things. And, everything else within me was fine. It's just that my energy or my brain, that equilibrium, I felt off and wobbly. So I just had to give myself time and patience to get reacclimated to this new way of being, because in that ascension right there, there's no telling how much like past life karma that I shed, or that I processed and released or let go of, and it left my body feeling completely different, completely renewed. And but because I walked myself mentally through that process of allowing and being patient and giving myself time, and knowing that, there is an acclimation phase where you have to give yourself, time to get adjusted. So it was like, once I did that, and once I got, comfortable and everything was all right within me, then I was able to take off and move forward. And, I surprised myself too, because the version of myself that, presented itself afterwards was like, wow. I mean, I was really shocked by what was left, because what was left was beautiful. It was like this, like Kuan Yin here. And I accomplished a lot of stuff. But I wouldn't have been able to accomplish that if I hadn't have shed and let go of the old. So you definitely have that going down for you this month. This medicine woman, this healing power, there is an energy here of creating she's right here, creating a divine power place or an altar. Because, whether that be the ocean, or like a little creek or a river, a place that you like to go because there's peace and serenity and, calm, and it just calms you. There's this place where you need to frequent this month, because it's definitely, look, and then I cut the deck to Coventina with purification. It's time for cleansing, detoxification of your mind and body. And look at the water around her. So find a power place where you can go, and go there, because that will help you. Go there a lot. Okay, front and center, we have the Ten of Wands, but it's in reverse. So, and thankfully, this card is in reverse, okay? So, you have gone through the worst of it. You've been through the worst of it. The worst of it is said, done, and over with, okay? Now, okay, I know I said the worst of it's over with, and it is, but you are carrying the weight of that bird, whatever this is, you're carrying the weight of it on your shoulders. That's the issue. So, I feel like that's the energy that we were picking up on in the oracle reading about, you know, transmuting and let go and shedding. So it's like, whatever this energy is here that you've been carrying, that you've been struggling with, because something has definitely, like in the past, I would say this is residual. This is coming over from February or January. You know, at one point in time in January, February, you were struggling. You were overextending. You were feeling burdened. You were having to work hard. You had a lot of responsibilities on your plate. And now it's like that's ended or has come to a culmination of some way, shape, or form. So now it's like, it's almost like you're wearing it like armor. But now you're overstressed, you're buckling under pressure, and you feel like you've got problems, and it's because, and I just got that chip on the shoulder. And it could be that you have a chip on your shoulder this month. But here's the thing. Your challenge is this month is the devil in reverse. You are seeing what's toxic and what is unhealthy, and you're seeing these things this month. And these are the things that you need to shed, release, and let go of. But, like, in this month, you're being challenged. This section right here is really heavy, okay? Because this is overcoming addiction and freedom and independence and reclaiming your power. And that's the same energy that was coming up in your oracle reading. But the thing here is that you've got to release this old, this residual, this negative emotion, or and you know, this is, and if you're struggling to release this, then, you know, that's, and maybe that too, that's why that sensitivity card came up about, you know, harsh environments and, you know, eating the right foods. You need to do a cleanse of some sort in the month of March. You know, that's like, you want to stay away from, you know, I always say, if you want to do a cleanse, then start eating a clean diet. Now, what's a clean diet? That's like no fast food, nothing out of a box or a package. You know, eating fresh food. That's what a clean diet is. Cooking everything, eating things that are made from scratch that you put together yourself. Getting off of, you know, artificial foods, artificial flavors, sweeteners, artificial sugars, pesticides, that sort of thing. Okay? Cleaning your diet. Also, taking a sea salt and Epsom salt bath, because that will also help, like on a quantum physics level, pull the toxins from your body and the pesticides and the chemicals. So, you know, an Epsom salt bath, hot water, 45 minutes to an hour, sitting in it. If you think that right there won't pull this shit out of your body, I beg to differ. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now that you get in a bath of as hot as you can stand it water and sit, let me tell you, that thing right there, it'll make the worst come out in you. I know, because I speak from experience, and then too, I've told and had other people do it, and they're like, they've come at me afterwards like, I wanted to kill you sitting in that bath water. Like, I told my husband to get me the fuck out of this bath water. This was too damn hot. And I'm like, I know, because it creates a chemical reaction within your body that it forces your body to become a powerhouse, a furnace, and it burns within the heat. It will make you sweat, it will make you hot, and it's it's not a great feeling in the beginning, but once you start practicing and doing it more, it gets easier. Okay, it gets easier, but it's something that you need to do for sure, because it will cleanse and help you release and let go of this negative stuff. Because whatever this negative stuff is, it's got you feeling very salty this month. Now, I'm not saying that, that there's anything wrong with being salty. Because, I mean, I have for sure been salty plenty of times. Sorry, I just didn't want to see, not see, but hear. You know, I have Pandora, and sometimes my channels like to cross, and it's like, don't do that. I can't stand when that happens. You know, when I'm sitting here trying to listen to Frank Sinatra, I just want to hear music from that era in that genre. And Andreas Bocelli, or whatever his name is, he's on a different channel of mine, but it's not my Frank Sinatra. Anyways. So, this Queen of Swords energy here, I mean, this is like off with your head type energy. You know, this is like resting bitch face being on point this month. Being cruel, being harsh, dangerous, and cold-hearted. So whatever this is that's bogged you down has you feeling in this, you know, energy for this month. And that's really why I feel like you need to do this detox and this clearing, because let me go about it this way. So at the beginning of the month, you have the Three of Pentacles. So this is all about teamwork, focused effort, growth, learning, mastery, recognition. So you've definitely got a lot of things working for you at the beginning of the month. Okay? Just know that while you're doing this, I'm sure that people are able to see this energy here on you because of this. So it's like, you know, if you want to be this better version of yourself, then you've got to let go of these old ways so that you can embrace and be all that you can be, or that you're striving to be. Because there's, like, the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, you've got the Three of Wands here. So it's like, you know, you're ready to go out and explore and to travel, like move forward. You know, this is also happy outcomes, but this is also a little bit too of waiting. You know, you see what you want on the horizon. It's not quite there yet, but you have evidence that it's coming. Like, it's there. You can see it. You know, it's like you just got to move forward to get it or to meet it. And that's what this energy is here. But the end of the month, we have this energy of this Eight of Cups, you know, this walking away. So it's like, is this Dean Martin? Yes, I love Dean Martin. Now, I don't know if, now, okay, so, and look, this Eight of Cups, there's a new moon right there, or crescent moon. That's either a waning or a waxing moon, which definitely lines up, I think, with the timing as well. So it's like, you know, in this month that there's stuff that you need to walk away from. And it could be a person, it could be a place, it could be a thing. But it's like, I almost feel like whatever this burden thing is that's come to a completion now that you need to let go of or lay down, that you might be holding on to and clutching to it like, look at what you did to me. This is what you did. You know, it's kind of like, and I'm not saying that's going to be for all of you. Also, too, don't kill the messenger. Because, I'm telling you, like, I mean, I've been here before. I've definitely been here before. Where it's like, you know, the pain associated with what's been done is still there. And that might be the thing that you have to let go of first before you can achieve what it is that you want. Now, keep in mind too that, you know, you've got teamwork and accomplishment here. So it's like, when you see, pay attention to the people that you're around, or that are coming to help you, or that you're encountering this month, because their reaction to you is going to show you and illuminate you. Like, if you see that people are looking at you weird, like, holy cow, what's up with this woman? Like, they have a shocked look on their face. Well, it's because of how they're seeing you. So how are you presenting your energy to them? If you're in resting bitch face, this Queen of Swords in reverse energy here, off with their head, then people are going to be a little bit more reserved and not wanting to go fully in. They're going to help you a little bit, but it's because they're timid because of what you're embodying. And, you know, there are times for me that I have to tell myself, rest your face. You know, fix your face real quick. I've definitely had times here lately where I've had to be like, fix your face, because I can feel the resting bitch face. And it's like, let me just fix my face real quick, put a smile on. Okay, here we go. Now I can, you know, now I can face this. So be aware of the resting bitch face. Be aware of the chip on your shoulder. Be aware of these things so that you can resolve these things. And then once you're aware of them, what can you do to fix them? If you don't know how to fix them, that's fine, because I've given you other tools to help assist you in that, like going to a lake or a river, putting your feet in the river, moving water like the ocean, because the moving water will help to pull that shit off of you. Okay. All right, so you this month, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So there is, in some way, shape, or form, a delay in a new beginning for you. There is some way, shape, or form, a delay in a new beginning, because this is negativity, procrastination, frustration, and poor planning. So if you feel like, and this is also planning for the future here, in this Three of Wands, so make sure that you are making future plans that are not in this devil energy, this negative mind space. When you're planning for the future, make sure you have clear intentions about what it is that you want. And maybe that's why, you know, what is it that your heart truly desires? Now, in your environment here, we've got the Knight of Swords. So this is messages and or a person, you know, rushing back in or leaving, one or the other. I feel like, you know, they are going this direction, so they are leaving the reading. This could be based around, you know, this is just a general collective reading. This could be based around, you know, a person leaving your life, a male. Because we've got the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the outcome here, the Six of Swords. So, and then, you know, in the hopes and fears sector, we've got the Three of Cups. This is 3 threes here. So one, you've got, you know, the Ascended Masters, which would be like Jesus, or Kuan Yin, or Lord Maitreya, the Intergalactic Council, like the Buddha, the ascended beings that are here for sure. You've got 333 appearing, but as they say, this is also third party energy. This Three of Cups over here is third party energy. So it's like, you know, three's a crowd here. If you're not dealing with like a romantic person, then this is collaboration with 3 people, like you, a boss, and a co-worker, and maybe you feel like you're not being heard, and the other person in the dynamic is the one who's showcased, the one who's getting all the attention, the one who's getting all the reward. So it's like, and there could be some jealousy and some envy coming from that situation, because we've got the devil here. I mean, thankfully it's in reverse. So hopefully you're able to see these negative thought forms or patterns within yourself. If it's like, if you're envious of another, then how can you be a better version of that person within yourself? Make it your own. If you want the limelight, then how would you see yourself being in the limelight? Okay, now that you see this version of yourself in the limelight, start acting and pretending to be that version of yourself, and the next thing you know, you have become that version, and then you are in the limelight. You've taken the power back. So how can you work your magic in that sense? There is some type of fear here around a third party situation, and whether that's, like the co-worker dynamic, or if that's, a relationship partner, there's definitely, fears of someone else reaping the benefit or reward of something that you want. But I will say, the end of this month, and look, we've got the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords here. I mean, this is the end of the month. This is the end of the month, the outcome of the month. So this is either you walking away, you leaving, moving on, transitioning to, because this 6 of Swords, this is, the 8 of Cups is walking away, the 6 of Swords is transitioning. So it's leaving the negative to go after something better. This is relaxation, letting go of hatred, healing, moving forward, and escaping. It's getting away from the emotional turmoil that you need to leave or walk away from. And then we have, this Knight of Swords over here in your environment, where someone's taking off like a bat out of hell and getting the hell out of Dodge. Now, and that could also be you. Both of these can be you. You know that there's not going to be a new beginning within this situation, somewhere deep down inside. You know that you don't need to invest in that. There's a delay here. If you're in a situation where you see and and you're aware that there are unhealthy dynamics about this relationship, then you start, whether you realize it or not, you start avoiding situations because they're not going to turn out right. So you start delaying the inevitable. The power then becomes yours. And it's like, that could be the thing that has you feeling like you're stuck, or you're overwhelmed or overburdened by this situation or by this person. And it's got you salty. But you know that you need to leave it behind and get away from it and move on to something better. So, even though we've got this Knight of Swords energy over here, this is being brave. This is accomplishment, tenacity, big change, and seizing the moment. So, if you, through this month, I would say you're probably going to see something, some evidence here. I would say the beginning of the month, people, places, and things are working with you to help you. And by the middle of the month, you're really able to see where you want to go, the direction. And it's like, okay, if I want to go over there, I've got to leave this behind and walk away. And then here it is, the end of the month, you're seizing the opportunity, you're taking advantage of something, and you're going for it. And it's going to be, you're going to, whether you see, believe, understand yet, whatever, you're leaving the pain of the past and walking toward a better future. I would say that this is around something that you were deeply invested in. There was a lot of movement, communication, but something happened to where you or another person around a full moon may have gotten a different perspective or saw something different. Something came to light, and it could have been someone was lying or being deceitful. And you could have seen that. And yes, you know, that can hurt and that can cause pain. But then it's like you have the realization that, okay, this is not for me. So now that I know this isn't for me, how do I get away from this or get out of it? How do you play your cards right to move away from it? And I feel like that's kind of like the energy that you're in this month. All right, let's start clear. What is this Ten of Wands here in reverse? What does this Ten of Wands have to do with? Main male just flipped out. So it might have to do with a guy here. So you're the one burdened. There is a masculine here. He's been in despair over something. And I don't know if it's because of, you know, he hasn't been able to get his finances in order or his job. But it's definitely taken a toll on your relationship. Now, if this is not someone that you are in a relationship with, this could be your boss or a coworker. What does this Queen of Swords here have to do with? What does this Queen of Swords have to do with in reverse? What's this Queen of Swords in reverse have to do with? And look, it's the work card. So, either this is a workplace situation or this is a, you know, a lover, boyfriend, husband, you know, it's one of the three. So, you know, plug it in. But if this is like, if this is a workplace scenario reading for you, then you're salty because you're the one having to do all the work. You're the one that's over here working your little ass off, and yet it's like you're getting paid pennies for the work that you're doing, and you work all the time, you don't have any help, and someone else is taking all the glory for it. You may feel like it's unfair. You've already voiced your opinion, but it's like, so if that's the case for you, it might be time to look for a job somewhere else. And then if this is a relationship where this is someone that you are involved with, then it's almost like you are the one that's doing all the work here in this relationship, trying to keep it going. And it's really taking its toll on you now. So what is this Three of Pentacles here? What is this Three of Pentacles? Alright, so there's going to be communication. I tried to say messages. Communication and messages together. So, communication and messages, teamwork here. This could be the point where you know that this is something that you don't want to be involved in, or you don't want to, like if it's a job, you don't want to work. You know that you don't want this job anymore. So you're giving your 2 weeks notice, or you're voicing your opinion that this no longer works for you, and there's a lot of communication going around this. There's a lot of cooperation on both ends, maybe to say, okay, well, hey, how can we fix this and make this better for you? Or if this is a romantic partner, then you're voicing, you know, you and the person are going back and forth with communication about what's not working, how you can make it better, or how the dynamics are going to change. But see, this situation has really done a number on someone. So it's like either you are the one that's having to carry the load while someone else recovers, or you're the one that this situation has taken a toll on your health. But it's like there's something coming for you that's in the next 3 to 6 weeks or next 3 to 6 months that's really going to make you like this privileged lady. So whatever you're doing, whatever you are fixing, correcting, trying to balance out so that you can leave from to move to something else, it is going to set you up for better. Now, it may feel like, you know, this is going to be a journey to accomplish, but the next 3 to 6 months, I really feel like you're going to see evidence, because this is what it's going to make you into. So it's like if you were, it's almost like rags to riches. You know, you don't want this change, but if you walk away from this change, because this is what you've been in, right? But this is what the next 3 to 6 months will make you, will turn you into. So who wouldn't want to leave this and go to this? It's basically is what I'm saying. Alright, what is this 3 of Wands here? Okay, expectations. That flew out. So by the middle of the month, you're definitely going to see the Lover's card just tried to flip out. In the next 3 to 6 months, or the middle of the month here, you're really going to see something in the future. Good gosh, look at that. And then this card flips out. So you're going to notice by the middle of March that there's a promise for something on the horizon. Now, someone that's been out in the cold is going to come back in and try and talk with you. They're going to try and find some way to justify or make this right. They may even offer you gifts of some sort to try to coerce you into something or to try to fix the situation. What is this 8 of Cups here? So you, I think, are going to be walking away from something because the main female flipped out. She's laying on the floor. Okay. This man here. Whoever you are deciding to walk away from or to leave. If this is your boss or this is your partner, okay? Your boyfriend, lover, fiance, husband, whatever, okay? It's a male in this dynamic. They are definitely concerned over this, worried about it, and they are thinking about it, okay? It has them in their feels, feeling some sort of way because you are deciding not to either put up with their shit anymore or you're deciding not to work for them anymore. So it's like you're leaving. Well, I'm going to tell you that they are going to be trying to do everything they can to play you or to keep you. Okay? So you're going to have to play your cards right in this dynamic. Okay? Like, this is your poker face. You don't tell everything. You know, you keep some things to yourself. Because I'm telling you, it's like, for example, I had this one job. And I'm telling you, I felt like I learned a lot from this job. But man, I tell you, I left this job because I didn't like the abuse that I got from the people in this job. Okay? The job paid very well. It's the best paying job I've ever had in my life. But, you know, at the end of the day, the money, the reward is not worth what I had to go through to get this money. And, you know, I thought, I've got to get out of this dynamic, but I don't want to be like, because it was like, you know, this was a company that had a lot of employees, and 1, 2, 3, I'll just say 4 people just really ruined it for the whole company, you know, especially for me, because these 4 people rode my ass and were on top of me and nitpicked and micromanaged me until it about micromanaged my ass to death, to where I was like, I can't do this shit no more, okay? This is not a job for me. I don't need to be in a position where I have to be micromanaged. Because I've told myself for years, if I have to be micromanaged, I don't need to do this job. It's just not, you know, that's not how I work. And, you know, I didn't, like, you know, blast all these people and be like, oh, this is the reason why I'm leaving. Here's my notice and I'm out of here. I just quietly, behind the scenes, exited. Do they know why I left? I mean, according to them, I got a better job somewhere else. That's how I played it. Because I was just trying to get out. And anyway, so that you could be having to play your cards right to get out of this situation. All right, what is this delay here? What does this Ace of Pentacles in reverse have to do with? Okay, so this is going to be one of two things. There's an end here to something, okay? Now, there is a community of people around you. There was a lot you received a lot of blessings, a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance, great fortune, whatever, from this scenario in the past. And it brought you together with someone or something where, you know, there's a lot of people involved. You've gained a huge community of people from this, whatever this was. But now, there's been some type of unjust or imbalance to where now it's like you've got to restore the balance. So it's like you're either, for one, because this can go several different ways, it's a general reading, either you are delaying this start with this person because of your kids and a marriage that you're trying to get out of. Or if this is like, you know, not necessarily around a lover, but around like a workplace situation, then you've got kids to think about. And this situation's taking a toll on you to where it's like, you know, I've got to do better. I've got kids and I've got responsibilities. Now, if you don't have kids, then this is hitting you, your inner child. This is causing you to have, you know, this is really affecting your inner child, your childhood issues or your childhood wounds. And it's like, you know, you instead of reverting, you've got to get out and leave and get away from it. So what is this Knight of Swords here? What's this Knight of Swords? So you're leaving, going to something that's more fortunate, that's going to bring more fortune. There is a man here that is very much in despair about you leaving. So whether this is your boss or this is your boyfriend, husband, they are definitely not wanting you to go. But I'm telling you, whatever you go toward and whatever decision or choice you make to leave this, to go towards something better, whatever that better is that you're going after is going to be more rewarding and it's going to be more prosperous. What is this Six of Swords over here? Journey. So you are definitely leaving and embarking on something new. Okay. You may need somebody to help you, either because here's another three, where there's three people here. Let me see if you can see this better. Okay, the adjudication card. So this is where someone has to come in and talk and mediate. Okay, but this could be someone from your family, your community with this person, or with this boss, whatever. But there's a pathway opening up for you to follow, which is going to lead you to sudden wealth. So whatever it is that this requires of you to leave and get away from, it's going to leave, you're going to leave something negative and go towards something more positive, whatever it is. Okay? So this is all I have for you, Libra. Hopefully this resonated with you. Please, if you like oracle readings, please follow me on Facebook. That's where I do oracle readings. They're more spiritual based. If you like the tarot readings here, then like, subscribe, and follow this channel. Give the video a thumbs up, a like, comment. Let me know how it resonated. If this is where I'll leave you, I'll see you again here next month. Take care, and namaste.